sometimes looking up to someone that's above you, yes, it can be good at times, but majority of the time it can set you back a lot. My first up was my first payout, if I'm going to be honest. Of course, to get your first payout, everyone knows you need to have a strategy, you need to have risk management. There's a reason why you got that first payout. Majority can't get it with luck. It's the first payout that changes everything. You know, I've never been a business-minded person. I got influenced by my parents. My parents always think about uni. They came to this country for university only. You know, I started trading. And I'm more of a, as soon as I start something, I need to finish it. If I can confidently post it to my community, then I can confidently take the trade. My dad used to always violate, always violate. And then after every payout, I got my first payout, I showed to myself. She said, no, that's just one thing.
We're here today with Asim Janan.
Nice.
Founder of Trade Nation.
Yep.
Co-founder of Trade Nation.
Partnership.
Partnership.
Yeah.
I like that. Partnership.
Thing, yeah.
I've been a part of his community for quite some time. Here to pay him his first ever QT payout live. Let's get into it and find out exactly how he managed to secure this payout. What led you to this point from collecting payouts with ourselves, multiple other firms, compared to the start of your journey and the first time that you hit buy and sell? What's that journey been like?
The journey, you know, social media can either make you or break you. And at the start, it broke me. And now, see, when you always try compare your life to other people's life. And yes, that can motivate you, but it can also really set you back a lot because you don't feel like you're capable of doing certain things. Okay. So for example, if I was to look at, I don't know what trader, we'll say Zaki. We'll say Zaki, yeah? I started my journey and Zaki was already booming, okay? And I don't gain anything for saying this, by the way. This is just me, you know, you gotta give, what is it, the flowers? You gotta give credits where flowers, what is that?
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah, credit where
or
credit's
give someone
due.
their flowers, whatever,
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
We'll say flowers. Okay, we'll say flowers. He was booming and now I used to always think that, okay, if I'm going to enter a couple of trades now, I'm going to be in this exact same position as he is.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work like that.
No.
Okay. But yeah, we'll use Zeki's example. He was booming at the start. And when I started my trading journey, he was already up. He was getting payouts. He was, you know, he had his own community. And a lot of traders can agree with me on this throughout the start of their journey. They wanted to be like the ones that, you know, are already up in trading.
Okay, because it would give you like a role model, someone to aspire to, and like an idea of how you could be. Is that fair to say?
But then sometimes looking up to someone that's above you, yes, it can be good at times, but majority of the time it can set you back a lot. Because now comparing is good, but you gotta compare how you were the day before and how you were week before, a month before.
Yeah.
Have that sort of battle with yourself. Because sometimes competing with someone that's way above you, you have no chance.
And it's funny that you mentioned social media there instantly because the difference, I suppose, from seeing someone in real life and comparing all of their journey is that you're privy to the goods and the bad straight away. Whereas on social media, you're only seeing the content that person is choosing to put out.
So you don't see the sort of the down. All you see is just the ups. Because that's what everyone shows. Like you don't go on social media and think, okay, I'm going to show every single down. All you want to do is just show the up.
Of course. Talk to me about your first up. What was like a pivotal moment for you when you experienced that first bang?
My first up was my first payout, if I'm going to be honest. That's when it was like, okay. Because I had, of course, to get your first payout, everyone knows you need to have a strategy. You need to have risk management. There's a reason why you got that first payout. Majority can't get it with luck. There's a plan of action. So as soon as I realized, okay, I can do this, it's the first payout that changes everything, in my opinion. You get the first payout, the second payout is probably the easiest thing you could possibly do.
Okay. Because it like breaks the seal, breaks that psychological barrier?
Yes. And then after you start seeing the payouts, it gets harder again. Because you start becoming complacent. You start forgetting what actually got you to the position that you're in.
Talk to me about what got you to the position that you're in, when, as in that consistency for you personally.
My consistency. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. This is sort of my full journey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I started trading whilst I was in uni, studying architecture engineering,
Mm-hmm.
and I seen trading. I was like, I've never been a business-minded person. Back in high school, we used to always speak about business, and I'm saying we as if I was part of it. I wasn't. I
Right.
used to always be like, guys, just stick at uni. The business side of things isn't really the best of things. I got influenced by my parents. My parents always think about uni. That's they came to this country for university only, not
Right.
business, because they think business is just gambling.
Okay. Yeah.
So then, I started trading, and I'm more of a, as soon as I start something, I need to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just start something and then stop.
Yeah.
So I started the trading. I went on, and now I started realizing that trading and university, I can't manage both. I was failing uni, and I was
Right.
also failing trading.
Okay.
But
Because you
then-
were chasing two rabbits and
Yeah.
catching none.
And you can't be a jack of all trades.
Yeah,
you
of
need to
course.
focus one.
Yeah.
But then focusing on one, sometimes you can't focus on that one without that comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you've got the outside noise, like your parents telling you, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Just stick at uni. But then you're also failing at uni. It kind of messes with your head. So
Okay.
then I ended up dropping out of uni.
Mm.
I said to my parents it was a gap year, so hopefully they don't watch this.
Yeah.
I said to them it was a gap year.
Yeah.
In my head, though, I wasn't going back to uni.
Yeah.
And I dropped out with no payouts, no results. I just had a community, and that's it.
Right.
And I wasn't charging any of them.
Okay.
So it was like a free community.
Mm.
And then one thing that I learned the most was you got to take that risk.
Yeah.
Diamonds, how are diamonds made?
Pressure.
Yeah. So now when I took that risk was when I elevated the fastest, the best, the
Yeah.
most, essentially. And yeah, one advice that I would give to anyone that's watching this is you cannot do anything whilst being comfortable. Comfort is, is a killer.
It's funny you say that, because I suppose that fits in under the whole risk-taking category.
Yes.
I remember the two times I've experienced great success in my own personal life. As the first time was going commission only, and that almost broke me.
In sales.
Yeah, almost broke me, because I knew if I didn't make money, I wasn't eating, and that was terrifying.
Yeah.
And then the second time was when my now wife first moved in with me and quit her job. So I knew I was...
You had a responsibility under you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But those levels of responsibility will either make you or break you as a man. Do you find that having your trading community, because you mentioned it there, and I met those guys online, they're lovely people. Do you find that adds a level of responsibility?
Yes, and I'll explain why. So I started my trading community with the intention of just documenting my journey.
Yeah.
So now, since it started growing, I had a responsibility where every trade that I take, I have to show them.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have this thing, I've sort of generated something in the back of my mind where if I see a setup, I see a trade opportunity, if I can confidently post it to my community, then I can confidently take the trade. But if in the back of my mind I'm like, I shouldn't because I'm scared that I'm going to lose this, it's a sign for me not to take that trade. So it built this sort of stress, but it was good stress that elevated me faster. So I had this sort of responsibility that if I say something to them, I have to sort of follow, like
100% believe in it yourself,
exactly,
rather than a punt or a gap.
Like
or
if
a
they ask me, if you're in a trade, I can't be like, no, I'm not in a trade, just because I'm insecure that I might lose in that trade.
Yeah.
So having a community elevated me faster because I had that sort of responsibility that forced me to move in the correct manner. Because it's not just me that I'm, trading for, but I'm also somewhat trading for the whole community as well. Because everyone looks at the trade that I'm taking. So I don't want to sort of say I'm going to do something and then do the complete opposite.
I get you.
And
did you find when you took that gap year and made that decision, gap year?
Yeah.
What changed for you mentally after that point?
I had no choice.
Okay.
So it was plan A or plan nothing. So it wasn't as if I had plan A, plan B, C. It was plan A or plan nothing. So now I went on that gap year And I had to show to my parents because they allowed me to take the gap year. So I had to show them results.
Mm-hmm.
And, results talk.
Yeah,
It's
of
just how
course.
it is. You can't be saying to your parents, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, without nothing showing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to show your parents results so they can sort of leave you alone.
Yeah.
So then I went through, the gap year started in September, and not October, November, December. I'm not seeing any payouts.
Mm-hmm.
I've got no payout whatsoever, but I'm passing so many accounts. So I'm like, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
I'm doing something right. New year came in, and of course your New Year's resolutions. And my parents, the lifestyle of a trader, majority of the time you look like you're doing nothing because it consists of just waiting and being patient. So my parents used to be like, what are you doing with your life? You're not doing anything. I used to wake up late because I don't need to wake up early to trade.
Yeah.
So now I had that sort of stress from trading and stress from my parents. And then it was at the start of March when I got my first payout.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's when I became profitable.
Amazing.
And not a lot of people, like when you'll see my social media, you'll think, oh, I've been profitable for like a year. I started becoming profitable in March.
That must be a beautiful thing to say.
Yeah.
Must be a beautiful thing to feel.
Yeah, honestly. It's all that hard work. Alhamdulillah, it paid off. Yeah.
And since March, how much have you generated?
If my payouts get accepted this week, we'll say probably up to 60k.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
So if you compare that to what you could have earned in your other profession,
Exactly.
it seems like a worthwhile investment.
Yeah, no, 100%. It wasn't the easiest and the safest of routes, but it was of course way more rewarding.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. And are your parents proud of you now?
My parents, they've just left me alone.
Okay.
Yeah, so when they see me do nothing, they don't say you need to go do something.
Have you shown them the money like that? Yeah. Look.
Okay. My stepmama did because she used to think I was just wasting my time. My dad was off my case. He wasn't saying anything. He trusted the process. But my stepmama used to always violate. Constantly, every day. What are you doing? You've got people your age graduating, because I've got a friend that's 2 years younger than me and already about to graduate. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She always used to compare me. And then after every payout, I got my first payout, I showed myself, and then she said, no, that's just one time. I want to see more. And I was like, second payout, third payout.
Do you know what? That's a good thing though, because it's pushed you.
100%. Yeah. But it forced me.
Yeah.
Because it's not only that I'm doing trading for myself. I've got something to prove now.
You've got that accountability.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, let's get you paid right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's probably, that's the reason why you're down here, isn't it?
Let's do it.
Not talking turkey with me. 1 second. So we've got, let's just confirm this now. So you've got $3,750 and 18 cents.
Yeah.
If you pass me your Coinbase app, let me get this done. That little watch. It should just go bang. See, it goes straight in.
Boom.
It's sent, so that will be with you in like 5 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been sent.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. First ever payout with QT. So it's quite a feeling.
I've got one other gift for you, and we're going to start making this a thing.
Okay.
So I need to get some more printed, but now you're a QT funded trader, you get a QT funded team.
Oh, I appreciate you, man.
Okay. So whenever you're out and about, if someone
represent
asks you,
the QT team, yeah.
Please do.
Perfect.
I didn't iron it. I'm no good at ironing.
Yeah, I'm not the best either. So we're good.
You can ask the stepmom.
Yeah,
now you're
that's it.
right?
So you get it. We're in the same boat. But Barry, thank you very much.
No
I'm glad to be the first.
So, sent that about 5 minutes ago. Has it come through?
Yeah. Let's give a look.
Yeah, that's in. Yeah, that's in.
There it is.
So first QT payout landed successfully.
Wow. Appreciate it, man.
No problem. Talk to me a little bit about how you... Everyone has a different strategy or idea on how they trade.
Yeah.
Other people might look for certain patterns or indicators, so on and so forth. You told me as we were coming up that you focus on the higher time frame.
Yeah.
What is it about that appeals to you as a trader?
Okay, so there's two sides of trading. There's either you're swinging or you're scalping.
Okay.
Okay, scalping, of course, is just lower time frame moves. Swinging is just higher time frame moves. And now, see, this special thing about trading is that you can align it to how you are as a human. I would classify myself as a patient guy.
Okay.
My brain doesn't operate quick.
Yeah.
So I can't make, so lower time frame demands, forces you to make quick decisions.
Yeah.
Higher time frame, you've got that flow, you've got that, you know, you've got that comfort where you can make decisions over the hourly basis.
I understand.
Does that make sense?
So how many trades do you place like a week or a month?
3 at most.
3 at most.
3 if it's like perfect price action.
Mm-hmm.
But 1 majority of the time.
And what do you then do with the rest of your time?
That's a question I get asked a lot. So either I'm, filming to make content on my socials, or I'm just outside with my friends just doing side quests, or I'm just working. I'm currently in the process of making a boot camp, so I'm, working on that. That's why I moved to the office. And yeah, we're always just doing random things, to be honest. I can't even tell you how my day goes by. Majority of it goes with managing my sort of trade.
Yeah.
Okay. Just sort of being there present. Meaning that I'm not doing anything, but I'm analyzing how price is moving.
Yeah.
Or I'm, keeping my community posted or just replying to messages. And there's a full day just goes by. Time just goes so quick, I've realized.
And what does that feel like as a level of freedom comparative to where you might have ended up if you'd have followed the traditional route?
Okay. So traditional routes, it's normal. You work part-time and you go to uni throughout the weekdays. It's just how it is. You've got lectures that you go to, tutorials, you've got assignments that you need to complete, and then your days revolved around that. So if anyone asks you, how did your day go by or pass by? Uni. I was at uni.
Yeah.
But then when you've got that financial freedom and you're making money online, Wi-Fi money, you can do as you please. So one day, like here, I'm in London, I didn't have to call off anywhere. I didn't have to leave a lecture. I didn't have to, Skype anywhere that I'm meant to be. It's kind of like, Alex gave me the date. I came here, no problems whatsoever. And if I want to go on holiday next week, I can do that. And that's not me like showing off and, flex and all that kind of stuff. No, it's just that when you gain that financial freedom, the world's your oyster. You can do as you please, but it's getting to that stage. Do you know?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It takes time to become skilled enough to be able to handle that freedom as well.
Yeah. The freedom isn't given to anyone because then you won't know what to do with that freedom.
Yeah.
You need to sort of build that sort of, okay, now I've been working so hard, and then when I get that freedom, I'll appreciate it way more than someone that just got given that freedom. Because then he'll just do a bunch of silly things and not use his time wisely. Yes, I've got that freedom, but I still do use my time wisely. Working on different things. Yes, it isn't work that a normal person sees as work, but us as traders, us as content creators, it is work.
Yeah.
So it's a different side of work. It's like this new generation work. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Yeah.
I'm in a way quite envious that technology has sped up to the extent whereby that's available, because maybe that same level of freedom through, as you said, Wi-Fi money, where it didn't exist Wi-Fi didn't exist, which is when I was your age. So
that's
maybe
crazy.
That's me showing how old I am.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your experience with my firm, the good, the bad.
The good, the bad. Okay, so at the start, QT, if I'm going to be honest, QT were everywhere. Wherever you go, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you just start seeing a bunch of discounts. QT had the best prices. They just sort of came out of nowhere. And that's just me being honest. So when I started with QT, I bought a couple of accounts, and of course in my new trading journey, I blew a lot. But that was only me to blame. And now I think my first ever payout requested on October. But you can guess it got rejected because of a 2-minute trading rule. And now, yes, one person might say, oh, it's a bad firm and they've got really bad rules, but the rules are in place. You either follow the rules and get paid, or you don't follow the rules and you don't get paid. So when I broke that rule, I didn't get paid. Minor. But then I dived into the logistics. The reason why I got my, payout rejected. I think it was 2 payouts. And then I found my reasoning. And then I ended up getting in contact with yourself as well. And then, of course, you were in the community as well. So it gave me that sort of clarity and that sort of reason why I went wrong. And then from then on, I ended up, at the time, I was trading with other firms. But then I ended up coming back to QT. I traded with QT. I followed the rules. They removed some rules and it appealed to me. So I was like, okay, QT, I'm starting to see, in myself, I can trade QT now and I can't breach it with a silly rule, because there's certain rules when you're trading higher time frame, it's easy to breach it.
Yeah.
It's very easy. And that's not against the firm. It's just your style of trading can affect certain rules, and that's out of your control. But sometimes you need to lock in with the rules and really memorize what rules are with certain prop firms.
Yeah.
So you can't blame the firm for breaching when you've just completely went against the rule. And then I bought one account, 200K. I passed it and I documented it with Alex. And I don't know if you remember, it was from phase 1, phase 2, and and then I ended up getting to the funded stage. And when I tell you I revised the rules, like it was like I revising an exam. It was like I had that trauma that I'm scared that I'm just going to breach a silly rule, because every single prop firm has different rules. And it's very hard to grasp grasp that sort of understanding where one prop firm might have one rule and then the other firm might have another rule.
Or define it differently, or view it differently. Some firms have a 5-minute news window.
Exactly.
Some firms
2
say
minutes.
You can hold through it. Some firms say you can't have a trade.
Exactly.
Open. So
and some firms might say you can't take profit within the 5 minutes after news.
Yeah.
But then QT don't have that rule.
Yeah.
So it's like you sort of pick and choose.
I get you.
And then I passed my trading days. I got the payout. And here we are. I don't have anything negative. The only reason, I might have thought to myself I was quite negative was just that sort of, what's the word? You start feeling sorry for yourself.
I get you.
That's literally the simplest way I can put it.
And it makes sense because it's disappointing, especially if you work so hard. But there is a clear difference between making a profit on an account and making a profit on an account, but trading within the guidelines that you agree to.
Exactly. It's just you sign the contract at the start. There's rules. Either you follow the rules and you get paid, or you don't follow the rules and they have full right to breach.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
And how can we improve as a firm in the future? Because, I've shared a few of our ideas with you and, how we're trying to grow the GBP accounts. I know you're quite excited about that.
I like that.
Like, what else can you see on our horizon that you think could be positive, or what would you like to see from us?
Okay. What would I like to see? In terms of rules, there's nothing against rules. Okay. The rules, I used to have a big thing about, rules have to be perfect, but they don't. The rules are simple. What I think QT could do is host a big event.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, we've actually got we're the platinum sponsor of the first ever London Expo for prop firms. So I'm going to sort you out a ticket for that and a giveaway for your community. So you can bring some of your guys down as well. So we'll sort that out.
If any of you Trade Nation guys are watching,
there you go. You've got some free stuff. Is there anything else that you can think of for us that we can do to like improve, get better, make it a better place for you guys?
One thing,
go on, tell me,
would you be able to get payouts through Rise and Wise?
We're actually looking at something better. Something better, but I'm not going to release information on that yet.
Stay tuned.
But
that's really
more payout options is preferable.
Yes, in my opinion. And that's really it. Spreads are really good. I'm gonna have to be honest.
You'd prefer them.
The spreads are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting sniper entries every time I go in. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. And no, if I'm gonna be honest, like on the top of my head, no, everything apart from payment options and an event, that's really it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So what's next on your journey? What's your next goals? Now you've got tick this off, so that's another side quest ticked off.
Yeah.
What else have you got?
My journey is to continue building my community.
Okay.
Yeah, scale up my community, scale up my content as well, my following on my social medias, and it's ads_TRDZN. If you guys want to drop me a follow, I'll appreciate it. And just scale up my sort of social media, my community, and just carry on becoming a better trader.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always room to improve.
Absolutely.
You know, there's always that sort of, you need to learn new things and keep elevating.
And who are your idols now? Who are the people that you...
It's weird that you said that. I don't really look up to anyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it really depends. I did at the start, but then I realized it stopped me from progressing because it was like I was running after something I can't reach.
That's really beautiful because you said that was a limiting step
right
at the start
100%.
of us talking.
Yeah.
And now what I'm sensing is a level of contentment in yourself.
Yeah, I would say that. It's you need to. Okay, I've got one of my friends that said one thing, and it's mad that you said that about being content. I used to always want more.
Yeah.
I used to always want more and never take a step back to sort of be thankful for what I already have and what I've achieved. So that would be a big piece of advice. Whenever you reach a sort of milestone, take a step back, reward yourself, treat yourself, and appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Because when you're constantly running after something, you might ruin everything that you worked hard for from before. And you might sacrifice all that sort of achievements because you want something that's better, but then you might not even get what's better.
You've got to appreciate the journey.
Yeah, 100%. Appreciate the journey. And it's, life's just a journey.
Of course it is.
Life's a journey. Every day is a different day. And that's why I would 100% advise you guys to follow your guts. Okay? You have dreams, follow your dreams. Life's too short to be taking the safe route. Okay? And maybe that might be easy for me to say or for you to say, but we got here by taking that risk.
But it wasn't easy at the time.
It wasn't easy. It was not easy. Like, I'm not a type of guy to be emotional, but trading and doing everything that I've done made me emotional.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, because it's something that can break you or make you.
Yeah.
And it's very, very easy to say take that risk, but it's sticking with that risk when you've gone 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 18 months.
And then you're seeing nothing.
And you're seeing nothing.
Nothing.
Your results haven't come yet, but your actions have improved. It's that consistent discipline of putting those daily actions in without results over time that will either provide you where you want to go or not.
Yeah, literally. And with the whole if you go through 2 years with no results, always have a good community. When you started, did you have a sort of community around you?
No, sales is different.
Sales.
Sales.
Okay.
The other people want you to fail.
Okay.
Because then they get more leads. So
okay. So it's just a solo mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your friends and stuff? Were
I had a social group, but everyone was doing different things. So
you were constantly motivating each other.
No, they didn't understand because one pal was a plumber, another another was a mechanic. So that was my journey by myself.
So it's different.
So it's not like trading was, but from seeing the community and seeing how other people lift one another up, for me, I feel that's really, really powerful.
100%.
Because you get that connection, that empathy.
Yeah, and it's friendly competition.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, you got to have friends that you're competing with. Like me and one of my friends are competing to get first up to 10k followers.
Okay.
So it's like something mutual.
Yeah.
Nothing toxic.
Yeah.
But forces you to work harder.
I get you.
Yeah.
Do you have that same competition with payouts?
With payouts, no.
Okay.
No. Yeah, because I will end up blowing my accounts and I might see Zamco.
Yeah.
50k payout and I can't do that.
Yeah,
Like not me putting myself down, but it's not realistic. I might one day in the future,
I understand.
but
Your
compare-
psychology isn't
yeah,
there yet.
you got to compete with yourself. So, okay, when my first month trading, I made 5 figures.
Yeah,
Just straight up 5
Mhm.
figures, 2 payouts. But then now that I've scaled up, I've times that by 3 this month.
yeah,
But that wasn't me competing with anyone else. It was just competing with how my accounts were looking a couple of weeks ago.
sure. I
Yeah.
get you. I get you. That makes sense. And I think that's a good barometer, is
Mhm.
because you're comparing yourself to yourself in the past,
Exactly.
and that's
I just-
that's healthy.
Yeah, healthy. And it's good to have a sort of trader that you not look up to,
Yeah,
but sort of scope out here and there. Just
Yeah.
to see, okay, if he can do it, I can do it.
I get you.
You know?
Well, I'm super duper excited to see how your journey
Yeah,
goes.
no, I
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
for coming down so much.
No worries at all.
And
Thank you for
congratulations.
hosting me. Yeah.
And come
Thank
down
you.
in 2 weeks for the next one, yeah?
Yeah. Appreciate it.